Davis, and I'm an on-air guest here at QVC and QVC2. And today I'm bringing you item number H434579. This is the Bethlehem Lights Color Flip LED Christmas tree with storage bag, and it comes in a couple of different options for you. Today we have this available in the 5-foot. The 5-foot, we are very limited in quantity. We are down to our um, final remaining, which is only available in the flocked. There you're seeing it in the green. We're down to our final 50 of those. In the 7-foot, we no longer have the green option. We only have the flocked available in the 7-foot. And then in our 8.5 option, we have it available for you in the green, and we are sold out of the flocked. So just to give you a little bit of information on that. Now, our pricing today for the 5-foot is $369.99, but you can get that home on 5 easy payments of $74. The 7-foot is $499.99, and you can get that home for 5 easy payments of $100. And then our 8.5-foot is a clearance price at $749.99, and you can get that home on 5 easy payments of $150. Which is amazing. We are not getting any more of this back in, and these are our special clearance prices for Christmas in July. So please take advantage of that. I always tell the story, but I think it's important to mention, I oftentimes have people come to me, all my friends know I sell Christmas trees, and they'll come to me around Thanksgiving time and say, hey, what's your tree that you like this year? I need a tree. And we never have any trees left come Thanksgiving. So I wouldn't wait. I believe we also have free returns up until, just holiday return policy. So you can return these up until the end of January. So if you get this home and you don't want to open it up until Christmas time, you open up at Christmas and it's not exactly what you wanted, you can return it until the end of January 2025, which is pretty amazing. I don't think anybody else offers that. So you're seeing those beautiful trees here. Let me talk you through some of the features. This is brought to us by Bethlehem Lights, and what Bethlehem Lights has been bringing amazing product here to QVC for over 24 years now. They're leaders in the industry. And what we did with this tree is we took our most popular style of greenery, which is our noble fir, lots of molded greenery on here. And we added our very popular nostalgic M5 light. That's a mini light. It looks just like your traditional mini light. But what we did is we used it with an LED, and we put a faceted cap on top of it, because sometimes LEDs can just be a little bit sharp. By adding that faceted cover onto the LED, oh, there you can see it. It's beautiful. By adding that faceted cover on top of it, allows us to disperse the light beautifully. So this tree is our color flip tree. So what that means is you get your tethered controller with the tree, and the way that works is you can change the color back and forth between the multi, and that's red, orange, yellow, green, blue multi, or your clear light. And then we have a lot of other really fun features with this tree. We have what is called sparkle, and I have it on the sparkle setting right now. You can do sparkle in the clear, or you can also do it in the multi. I'll show you how that works. Back and forth between the clear and multi. And then we also have other features. For instance, we have 3 speeds of glisten. This is your fast glisten. And then you have a medium glisten. And then you have a slow glisten. Also, that does that in both the clear and the multi. And then we also have 2 speeds of twinkle. There's your fast twinkle, and there's your slow twinkle. Again, also both of those are available in the clear and multi. And then we go to some fun settings where we do our sparkle, but with the sparkle, this goes back and forth between the clear and the multi every 5 seconds or so. So I'm not changing that on the remote. That's doing that on its own, going back and forth between the clear and multi. So again, we have this tree available for you in the 5-foot. And the 5-foot, when we measure the trees, it is from the bottom, from the ground all the way to the top of the tree. So it's available in the 5-foot in the flocked version, which you can see on your screen there. Oh, there's the 5-foot flocked. And if you want that 5-foot flocked, we only have 40 remaining, and that's being offered at $369.99. That is the only one available in the 5-foot, is the flocked. 5 easy payments of $74. We also have the 7-foot flock. We are sold out of the 7-foot green, but I love that flock, and we'll talk about that in a second. The 7-foot flock is $499.99, or 5 easy payments at $100. And then we have our 8.5-foot available in the green. We are sold out of the flock. And we're down to our final 130 in that 8.5-foot. And also, I just want to remind you, we do include the storage bag with us, which I think is really awesome because usually you have to purchase the storage bag. So that is something that is included in the price. So I love that. Um, so this is something that when you get it home, you're probably wondering, what do I do out of the box? How do I put this together? We're going to show you a little video. It's very, very easy to do. The first thing you do is we include the stand. So you're going to open up that stand. There's one eye bolt on the bottom. And that eye bolt, when you tighten it, it does a self-leveling on this tree. Then you just literally set each section in. Notice the lights are coming right on, and that's because the power is threaded through the pole. So there's only one cord coming out to the wall instead of a big mess of extension cords at the bottom of the tree. And then cleanup is super easy because it fits back in that storage bag at the end of the season. Now, the storage bag is going to be appropriate to your size tree, but we give you a generous storage bag because we know that you also might have wreaths and garlands that you want to throw in there as well. So just know you're going to have a little bit of extra space for that. So some of the specifics on the tree too, this is just absolutely so full of lights. On our 5-foot tree, we are giving you 350 of those beautiful mini lights. And when we say 350 lights, if you think about how many light strands that is, that's 7 light strands of a 50 count light strand. That's pretty incredible because who's ever going to string that? You don't have to do it. This tree is pro lit, professionally lit. And that means that the wires you don't see any of the wires. The tree the lights go all the way into the interior of the tree and then all the way out to the branch tips. So it's professionally lit. On that 7-foot tree, there are 600 lights. So again, that's like 12 50 count light strands. If you were going to string it yourself, if you ever do that, that's a lot of light strands to put on. And then on your 8.5-foot, we have 900 lights. So lots and lots of lights. We also have a brightness feature on this tree. I want to show you how that works. So the brightness feature works when your tree is on steady on. And the reason that we added the brightness feature is because we've had people say, hey, listen, when I'm watching TV, I wish I could turn down my Christmas tree. So we made it so that you could turn down your Christmas tree. And the way that works is I'm just cycling through here. So when your tree is on steady on, you're going to press the brightness level that is on your tree right here. And let me get it to the right setting here. Here we go. So here's your brightness. It's all the way up on full brightness right now. I'm going to hit it and then you see it just dims a little bit. I hit it again and it dims a little bit more. So here it is on full brightness, medium brightness, and then ambient light, we like to think of it, because that's really like if you wanted to watch a movie and you just wanted your tree just to be a little bit not so full. Notice too, this tree is so lush and beautiful. You're seeing the tree being shaped here, but I do want to mention that that's not even really necessary because out of the box, this tree has really sturdy branches. It's made of a very heavy gauge memory wire. So year after year after year, if you've ever used a pre-lit tree or an artificial tree, you know that it's difficult to shape them. This one, you do not need to shape. It literally comes out of the box, hinged branches. They fall right into place and it's beautifully done. I love that shot there too, because you can see that the branches are actually molded tips. And when we say molded tips, what we mean is that we take a mold from a real tree and then we pour into that mold to make the branches. And so it's actually molded from a live tree. So I love that as another option. Those trees just look spectacular there. I mean, just how beautiful they are. That's that 7-foot that you're seeing there on your screen that's twinkling and going back and forth between the clear and the multi. That's only available in the flocked. You can see it in the flock there. Now, when we talk about the flocking, back in the day, I remember when I was a kid growing up, my parents would spray the tree to get that artificial snow look. And it was such a tedious process and messy. I love that Bethlehem Lights does all that work for you. So if you are picking up the flocked tree, just know that when you first take it out of the box, you might have a little bit of the flocking come off from the travel. But once you set your tree up, if you're brushing by it or you have pets that brush by it, it's not going to come flying off. It's a new process that we're doing where it stays on really nicely. We also cover the lights so that it doesn't take away from the lights. The lights are going to be just as bright as what you're seeing here. Again, so many lights on each of these trees. And this is available for you in that 5-foot, and the 5-foot is available in the flocked version. And we're down to our final 40 in that tree. Then you have our 7 foot, and our 7 foot is available also in the flocked tree. And then last but not least, we have it available in the 8.5, and the 8.5 is available in the green choice. So we're down to 130 in our 8.5. And if you want that 8.5, you're saving $219 off of the QVC price. So that's pretty spectacular. And these trees are not going to be reordered either. So just so you know, it's really an amazing value. And again, come time to put your tree up in November, if you're looking for a tree, we are always sold out by then. So I would not wait on these. Also, we do offer 9 months financing if you're using your Q card today. So these are some pretty amazing deals. I mean, I love Christmas in July because it really gives us an opportunity to bring you some amazing prices. I personally love to shop in Christmas in July. I think it's the best time to get the best deals. And because we have that return policy where you can return any item that is purchased during this Christmas in July sale up until the end of January 2025. So that's also a really nice deal. Again, this is item number H434578, and it is available in a variety of sizes. So I want to talk to you about the 8.5 foot, because I think the 8.5 foot is really a nice size tree. The profile on the 8.5 foot tree is about 59 inches, so almost 5 feet in diameter. And that's going to be, your main tree. It's a beautiful tree. We like to refer to this as our Goldilocks line because these trees are just the right size. They're not too slim. They're not an oversized profile, so it's not too fat as well. So you can see that silhouette there. It's beautiful. Now we work really hard at Bethlehem Lights to give you such a nice profile. You can see that the branches, the tips, the way that they go, it's just such a nice profile. Uh, the style of this tree, this is our noble fir. So again, you'll notice that some of the tips are just a little bit lighter on the ends too. That just really adds to the realism. If you're someone who's never had a faux tree, I have to say we've made amazing strides in faux trees. They are so realistic. If you buy a live tree, you oftentimes have to wait until really close to Christmas. With a faux tree, you can put it out in as early as you want. But I hear a lot of people like to start decorating in November so that they're all ready when Thanksgiving comes around. You can enjoy family and friends and you're not worried about doing your decorating, so you do it when you have the time. You can do that with a faux tree. That's something you can't do with a live tree. I personally am allergic to real Christmas trees, so I love having the faux option. But also some people I hear pick up one real and then another and one that's faux, so you can have that smell of pine in your home. Here you're seeing the assembly. Super easy to do. We give you the stand. The stand has a one eye bolt that you just have to tighten, and it's a self-leveling stand, so your tree's going to stand nice and straight. And then you just put your sections together. On that 7.5 foot block tree, it comes in 3 different pieces, and no one piece is too heavy. On that 7 foot tree, the heaviest section is just about 11 pounds. On the 5 foot tree, it comes in 2 sections, and the heaviest piece is just about 8 pounds. And then on that 8.5, the heaviest section is about 17.5 pounds. So under 20 pounds. It's not that heavy. It's something that I feel like most people can lift on their own and put together on their own, especially the 5 foot. That 5 foot flock is just so pretty. If you're thinking about the 5 foot, but you want something taller, I always recommend you could put the 5 foot, this is a nice little cost savings, up on a table. And then you're having the height of the tree, and all the beauty of it, but then you don't have the price tag of the 8.5 if you're looking for something a little bit bigger. You are saving over $100 on that 5 foot flock tree too today. So that's an amazing price on that. That 5 foot flock is on 5 easy payments. It is $74 on 5 easy payments. Then on the 7 foot, it's 5 easy payments of $100. And then on your 8.5, it's $150 on 5 easy payments. So really amazing prices on these Christmas in July sales. You can see, I'm gonna just lift up the branches because I want to show you. You can't even see where the center pole is. And that's because we even cover the center pole with greenery so that there's no ugly pole to see. And so many lights. I mean, that 5 foot tree has 350 lights. The 7 foot tree has 600 lights. I mean, when you think about how many lights it is, that's going to just absolutely sparkle. And I showed you a little bit about how that remote works. Again, you can do clear or multi. But I love that we've added this new sparkle feature that you can see and notice it's just the occasional tree is going through a little bit of a twinkle. So it's really pretty. It reminds me of a starry night. I love having it on this setting. And again, that setting is available to use on both the clear and the multi. But then we also have three different speeds of glisten. So here